Make sure you subscribe to our second BAX channel for the most must-see moments from other great games. 5 minutes, chat. What do you want to talk about for 5 minutes? Welcome to a typical Destiny stream. Light fall trailer. We haven't done this yet. I haven't even seen this whole trailer. Let's go!
When we think about controlling something powerful.
Step 1. This looks great. By the way, this looks awesome. The game looks phenomenal. Now that looks cool as shit. Right? That looks cool as shit. Thunder Crash. The Titan is using Thunder Crash because apparently Strand on the Titan is dog shit. And so you're just, as a Titan, fuck you. You're just going to go back to using Thunder Crash while everybody else has fun with the new hotness. But that's besides the point. Grab that shit. You go. I'm too damn young to give up on the light. I'm used to the darkness. I'm used to the darkness. It looks phenomenal. Let me be clear. It looks phenomenal. But a lot of this is cutscenes. All right? Like about 2% of this is actual gameplay. And Destiny does a really good job of making trailers.
There's been a development on Mercury. X activity there surged exponentially. And at the same time, the most notorious Guardian in Vanguard history has returned. Osiris.
Oh my god! Oh, that's fucking awesome! Oh my
Go to
god!
Mercury and find Osiris.
Mercury, let's go! New story! New strikes! Let's go! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh shit! What?
10 seconds
New
remaining.
crucible match! What? How? Oh shit! Colony!
This is wonderful.
New gear! New ships! And more! Raid Lair? Raid Eater of Worlds?
You made that look easy.
That looks fucking phenomenal. Oh yeah, Curse of Osiris. That's right. One of the worst fucking DLCs ever released in the game. Hell, the Curse of Osiris trailer still looks like something I'd want to play. So I don't get wrapped up in trailers. I am excited for Lightfall though. I'm very excited for Lightfall. Because I have said many times before, the only time Destiny is good is when there's new stuff to do. That is where we're at in Destiny. New things to do. And so a lot of us are checked out. There's a presentation that's making the rounds. Have you guys heard about that? I guess people are talking about it a lot. It's causing kind of an uproar. And I don't know that I want to talk about it. Why? Because I'm fucking tired of like Destiny. Like just I'm tired of complaining about Destiny. Everybody else, I tried to voice my concerns and voice my opinions, and I got shit on left and right. I mean, going all the way back to the beginning of Destiny 2, I have tried to make a point of sounding an alarm. Well, that's different. Sounding an alarm and talking about things that are bad in the game, what needs to be changed, all sorts of different things, where the game was going, what's killing it, ideas to make it better. I mean, like, I've also given ideas on how to make it better. Talked about leaks. Talked about, do you even still play Destiny? Talked about how to improve Gambit. Fix the Crucible. I don't like doing review videos, and I don't like doing complaint videos. I want to play and I want to have fun. And that has not been happening in Destiny. Like at all. I'm over it. All those people all these years said if you don't like it, don't play it. Guess what? I haven't been. And a lot of people haven't been. And what I'd like to do is I'd like to post videos that people want to watch. I'm tired of posting videos that are pointing out the problems of the game. You know why? Because nothing's ever gonna fucking change, guys. And I've been saying that for years. It's done. It's over. The Destiny you hope for is not going to happen. Director's cut. I mean, this is 3 years ago. 3 years ago, we're having a state of the game. It's a constant, you know. It's this time. It's gonna be different. Let me pull this up. All right, this is what's making the rounds right now. This presentation. If you didn't know, Bungie makes presentations all the time. Employees from Bungie make presentations all the time because Destiny, whether you like it or not, is a popular game. My first issue with all of this, okay, is number one, first and foremost, this is the worst fucking presentation I've ever seen. Did a 5-year-old make this? What is this formatting? This is literally, honestly, I don't even think that this could be real. No adult would make a presentation this bad looking. All right, this is the most unprofessional presentation I've ever seen. Like literally ever seen. This is terrible. Like, what was this made in? PaintShop Pro? This hurts my eyes and my brain to look at this. A couple points that stand out. Everybody's pointing out that, why did you play the Curse of Osiris trailer? Well, because there was a period in time where February 2018 was fucking terrifying. They're saying that 5 more weeks, entire player population would be gone, and they would close up shop on Destiny 2 altogether. I don't believe that to be true. 5 weeks is not a lot of time. I mean, you're thinking about closing up shop and you're making Warmind. I don't know. Even Forsaken being out there in 2018, I don't know that you're 5 weeks away from closing up shop when you've got Forsaken on the way. I don't buy that timing. I don't buy that line. Let me just say this, okay? When it comes to what's going on here, let's start. Let's use your adult brains here, okay? Some of you are children out there that might hear this. Some of you are adults. You know, there's some streamers out there. There's some content creators out there that are commenting about this and stuff. I don't know if some of you have, never had a real job. Maybe you've played video games all your life. Maybe this is all you know. But there's a real world out there, okay, that functions. And, video games are a product. I've said this before. Video games are a fucking product. Me saying Destiny is a bad fucking game does not hurt. And, Destiny doesn't have feelings. It's not crying right now, okay? It's a product. Sure, people make it, but it's a large group of people. It's a fucking product. It's like saying a TV show is bad. You're allowed. You're allowed. It's gonna be okay. Bungie is the developer of Destiny. Let me break this down and get real elementary for everybody out there, because a lot of times what happens is people play video games, right? And it's their life. There are people that identify with the video game. It's like Star Wars nerds, right? You say that, Luke Skywalker was a little bitch and they start crying. It's like you're talking about their family member. They can't separate real life from fantasy. Okay, well, that happens also in video games. And since it's a video game, it is, say it with me, everybody, a product. Your iPhone is a product. Apple doesn't sit there and cry when you throw your iPhone against the wall. It's a product. It's there to make money. Money, 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 money. If you were to make a video game, you would want to make a video game for 2 reasons. Number one, to spread joy, to spread fun, to give somebody something fun. You would love it if people loved your game. But then What do you want from that in return? You want money. Why? Money. Number one, so that you can make a living. Number two, so that you can make more of that game, right? Money, 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 money. Destiny 2 is a product. It makes money. Store. 99, 79, 24.99, 29.99, 24.99. The only reason Destiny 2 is free is it's a trial to get you to try to entice you to buy these other things. That's all. That's the only reason it's free. So all you streamers out there, all you players, everybody that plays this game, at the end of the day, this game exists to make money. Okay? Who's this guy? Justin Truman, Destiny 2 general manager. What do general managers do? They manage the game, manage the property, help manage the IP, right? His job implies that he's trying to help make the game make money. Money, money. Whenever they do these presentations, this is not a presentation from Destiny 2 player, okay? This is not a presentation from a player. This is not, Destiny 2 according to Badass. This is Destiny 2 according to General Manager. And in the past, they've had other developers give presentations. And again, I'm not 100% convinced that this presentation is 100% legit, okay? But there's some things that have got people up in arms that could possibly be legit that I want to point out. The one thing that everybody is drawing their attention to is that they almost closed down, right? 5 weeks away from closing the doors, closing up shop altogether. I have a hard time believing that one, especially when they were with Activision and stuff. There's another issue that people are talking about. Overdeliver. Here we go. Here's the spot that everybody's talking about, okay? Again, remember that this is a presentation being given by a Bungie employee, okay? This is not a presentation being given by a player. This is not, why do you like playing Destiny? This is, why does Destiny make money? Why do so many people play Destiny, okay? From a business perspective, and I've said this for years now, okay? From a business perspective, from a video game development perspective, there is the perception from the company. And I even said it in this video back here. There's a chart, I talked about this back here, where it talks about playtime. And I've been saying for years that, in fact, as long as we're doing shitty presentations, maybe I'll do my own shitty presentation, okay? You can spend a year making content. And then what happens? Well, you've got the Destiny population who then go in and just destroy this content in 3 months. Destiny community. We're using the same level of professionalism that PowerPoint presentation used, right? So the Destiny community comes along and they just they destroy the new content. 3 months. So your entire year of development was gone in 3 months. And then these people over here say, there's nothing to do. Dead game. Nothing to do. Nothing to do. Nothing to do. So what does Bungie do? Okay. Well, that doesn't work. And they've even said in the past, they can't keep up with the Destiny players' appetite. It takes too long to make content. And that's a fact. I had friends that when Destiny first came out, no-lifed it. And I said, hey, slow down. What's the rush? Let's enjoy this. No, gotta get it done. Gotta get it done. It still happens to this day, 8 years later. 8 years later, content comes out. You do it in 24 hours, max light level. Then you say there's nothing to do. I say that. I do that. So Bungie shifted, okay? And this is what this guy is talking about to other developers, okay? He's not talking to the player base. This was never meant to be seen by the player base, but of course it does, because Destiny player base, you guys are something else, man. Hang on every word. You're so hungry for new Destiny content that you'll fucking decipher a tweet about, you know, Telesto, secret mission, secret mission, secret mission, right? So what happens is, then you get shit like this, where it says, they're talking about the game being a service, right? They switched the game, right? Instead of it being this huge content, take a couple years to make the content. Instead of doing that, what they decided to do was make a little bit of content. All right? And then make the Destiny community professionalism, chat. We're professional here. Right? Make the Destiny community, give them 75 different ways to do the same content over and 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 over. So what do you got over here? You got stuff like core playlists, weapon crafting, builds. Right? You've got all this stuff, right? So they're making less content, and then what they can do, and I've tried to explain this for years and years and years and years and years. It's from a business standpoint, it's genius. You make the same amount of money, you increase that playtime, right? Because they have to do all this stuff over and over and over again. Right? Stasis. This was stasis on one character. This is stasis on the second character. This is stasis on the third character. Right? Same shit. They didn't have to make extra stasis. They just made you do it 3 times. Right? Then you got the weapon crafting. It's not just one weapon. You have to get 17 of them. Right? And then you've got your this is the currencies. Right? I mean, you could make a list of 75 different reasons to go play the same fucking mission, right? And then we're gonna have a community event, right? And then what we're gonna do is then we'll have, you know, the dawning, right? And then that way you go back to the core playlist. See what I mean? So from a business standpoint, this is why this guy gets to talk about this, because he found a way, they, not him, but they came up with this strategy because they couldn't keep up with the community. They came up with a strategy. How can we keep your playtime high? How can we keep you coming back over and over and over, whether you want to or not? How can we keep you coming back? How can we keep you coming back without having to make new shit? Without having to hire 300 more developers, without having to crunch. And they still do all that kind of stuff. They're working on Lightfall right now. And Lightfall will be a bigger drop, right? It'll be a bigger circle. Lightfall will be one of these, right? Blue, Lightfall. But guess what you're going to have to do? You're going to have to do these 75 different things. And then you know what starts happening? This starts happening more and more and more. You get more. Oh, you can't see that shit. Burnout starts happening. Because you really don't want to do this. But you're doing it. This becomes work. This becomes a job. You're doing stuff you don't want to do. Right? But you're still doing it. And so what these people do is they look at this chart. They don't tune into your stream or play with you as a player and be like, so how are you liking Destiny today? They don't do that. What they do is they look at these charts and they say, high player population, People love strikes. Huh. High player population. People love the pinnacle grind. Huh. A lot of people turning in them tokens for that community event. Success. When they give these presentations, there's a bunch of people out there upset about these presentations. But nothing they're saying here is wrong. It's working. It's working. If I want to start up a game and I want to get people to play the game as much as possible, this guy could tell me, hey, here's what worked for us at Destiny 2. Here's what works for us at Bungie. What we have found is that we can make less content and come up with reasons for people to play that content more and more often than we could come up with big content drops that burn out in 3 months. And so people are upset about this part right here, okay? Talking about as a service, because that's what Destiny is today. Destiny is a service. It's not a game that drops content drops like DLCs the way it used to, even though we got Lightfall coming up. It's a service. It's trying to be live. It's trying to be like Fortnite, where it's evolving, constantly updating, and constantly staying fresh, okay? Which is a smart business decision, because it gets people coming back and playing, and you're doing it. If you're listening to this video right now, you're doing it, or you're waiting for something new to happen so that you can do it. And so if box products are in the business of over-delivery, right? God of War, some of these Game of the Year, Elden Ring, they over-deliver, they shock and awe you, they wow you, boom, drop it, mic drop the product, and everybody's like, oh my God, Game of the Year. That's what happens when you make a game, okay? But when you're making a service, you don't do that. You don't do that because people eat it up too fast. How are you going to keep something alive for a year if people destroy it within 3 months? You drip feed it. You drip feed it. And while you drip feed it, you come up with new reasons to get people to come back. Builds, core activities, pinnacle grind, currencies, events, light level, tokens, new armor rolls, new stat rolls, new weapon mods, new archetypes, new god rolls, all these different things that it really is not new content when you get down to it. But at the same time, this is why this lesson is painful. So much of quality and delight in our craft comes from over delivery, right? Again, he's talking to other developers, not players. From giving folks stuff above and beyond what they expected. We still want to surprise and delight, sometimes overwhelm our players, but we need to be mindful of the patterns and the implied future commitments we've set ourselves for each time. This is tough. Honestly, we're still grappling with the hardest with. It's hard to tell a team that has, listen, this is the thing everybody's getting upset at. I can't highlight. It is hard to tell a team that has extra time and energy and wants to do something amazing that totally would be amazing and awesome for the game to tell them we should not do this. And everybody's upset at that. But that's a smart business decision. You need to take yourself out of the gamer equation and realize that it's a product. And realize that you guys have done this to yourselves as players. Do you guys remember when there was content getting ready to come out, there was a Destiny leak? You remember that? I have that in a video somewhere. There was a Destiny leak, and it was discovered that there wasn't going to be a raid, and everybody lost their shit, right? Or how about when Telesto just a little bit ago, and everybody was expecting a secret mission, and then they had to say, there's no secret, right? Or a puzzle, all this stuff, because you guys want that stuff. And when they start doing that, you start expecting it. And then because you're such a toxic fan base, when they don't do what you expected, even though they never promised it, when they don't do what you expected, you get all shitty, right? I mean, shit. Do I really have to bring up Twilight Garrison? Part of this problem is the player base. They have to grapple with an extremely rabid player base that plays this game, and not just plays this game casually, no-lifes this game. They no-life this game. So because of you guys, They can't over deliver, because then what you're going to get is you're going to get people, you know, analyzing trailers. Like that ever happens. Analyzing trailers, analyzing twabs, analyzing tweets, analyzing Reddit posts to say, this is going to happen. Analyzing leaks. Get ready, everybody. This is going to happen. And then when it doesn't, you guys fucking go on a rampage and start like literally death threats and that kind of stuff. Not all of you. There's some really cool people in the community. But shit, man, you got to remember that this guy is managing a business. And he is talking to other professionals in the industry also making games. Destiny is a game that has evolved over time at the speed of the community. You guys out there, everybody, whether you're listening to me or not, the other streamers, the other community members, the other influencers, all of them affect this game, either positively or negatively. There's a reason why certain things get buffed. There's a reason why certain things get nerfed. This game is the way it is because of the community, for good and bad, for good or bad, because of the community. Do you think Bungie cares about the shit you say about the game? No, they're looking at your playtime. They're looking at the weapons you use. They're looking at your behaviors. They're looking at how much time do you spend in core activities? How much time do you spend in Gamut? Like, your player behavior pattern dictates what this game is. When new content comes out, you got all these YouTubers that'll O-face the shit out of the trailer and be like, I'm so hyped. I'm so excited. I can't wait. You know, and then you've got the influencers that are out there. You got to go get this God roll. No, you don't. You got to go get this build. No, you don't. You got to go do this. You got to go do that. You know, like hyping up stuff. And I'm tired of complaining. I don't want to make any more videos complaining about Destiny. I have one more video that I want to make about Destiny that's a critique, a complaint, or whatever. And it's going to be about Crucible. Because honestly, the number one thing wrong with Destiny right now is its PvP. That is the life of the game, and it's garbage. And the rest of the game, PvE cannot sustain this community. You need that other half to work properly, and that is PvP, and it just doesn't. And so the state of the game is in a very, 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 very bad place as long as there isn't a healthy multiplayer environment for people to spend time in, take their guns in to use them, and it just doesn't happen. And so the burnout is real. People, apathy. He talks about apathy in that presentation. More people than ever have just not only quit the game, but it's just, I don't care anymore. That's where I am. I used to care, but now I know that it's not going to change. And if it is going to change, it's going to take players changing their behavior. Why are you going for the God roll? Do you really need it? We have beaten orcs. Listen, you know how many people we're talking about like you have to use linear fusion rifles on orcs? No, you don't. No, you don't. Have fun with the game. Play the game you want to. Don't get tricked. Don't get trapped with the grind, the mouse wheel, right? The treadmill that keeps you doing shit you really don't want to do. The best way to send a message in this game is to stop fucking doing shit you really don't want to do. You don't need to do it. You don't need triple 100 stats. You really don't. Honestly, you don't. You don't. Maybe if you're doing trials carries, maybe you need that extra edge. But there is nothing in PvE that requires you to have the most ultimate weapons. There's a way to get through high end game content with a lot of the shit you either already have. Look at your vault. How much shit? Go through your vault. How much shit in your vault do you have that you spent hours getting that now just sits there collecting dust? I mean, part of the fun that we do Wheel of Misfortune for is showing people that you don't need God roll weapons to get past shit. Let me just say this one last thing. I have zero problems. For the record, I have zero problems with this presentation. A lot of people are upset about this. That's your own fault. Go get a real job somewhere and you'll see how the business industry works. If you were hired by Bungie, you would probably be on board about this. Not all their decisions that they make are great. In fact, they make some really stupid fucking decisions that I don't agree with, that are bad for the game. But at the end of the day, they are making money off a game that they're literally milking you over and over and over. And it works, and it works. If you own stock in this, you'd probably be celebrating. They're working on another game that's probably going to be amazing, to be honest. Lightfall is going to be good until it's not. The best thing I can tell you to do, let's get rid of this. You want to know the secret to destiny. Here it is. Ready? Secret to destiny is, number one, don't do shit you don't want to do. Don't. Just don't. That sends a message, and it saves you the headache, the burnout that's on the way, okay? Let's do a timeline here. This is the Destiny community timeline. Ready? Starts up here, then it goes down here, and then it goes here, and then you do a loop-de-loop, and then it goes like this, and then it goes out like that, and then like that. Okay? This is how Destiny works, okay? New player. Apathy. Gone. We'll do that, okay? Here's the Destiny life cycle. Okay? You start out as a new player. You make your way and you're like, "Oh my god. Oh my god. Everything's amazing. Everything's great," right? You're like, "Oh my god, this is awesome." Right? And you're on this high, and it's a downward slope because it's easy. Right? You're being offered, like, you're getting these rewards, you're building up your character, you're getting stronger and stronger. It's easy. Everything's great. You're on this you're riding this wave of emotion. Oh, hey, don't forget, Lightfall's coming. You're like, "Oh man," because I did the new player experience, by the way. And as I'm playing through the story, I'm getting like advertisements for Void 3.0, Solar 3.0, Arc 3.0, Stasis, all this stuff. Lightfall's coming. You should probably get this DLC. You should probably get this ornament, right? Boom, everything's amazing, everything's awesome. And then you hit the grind. So everything's amazing, woo! And then you get in this loop of replayability, the grind, all this stuff, right? And some people spend a lot of their time here, okay? Some people just do this loop, the mouse wheel, this loop over and over and over and over again, okay? They're just like, woo, triple 100s, quadruple 100s, light level, currencies, strikes, 3 characters. Oh, weekly story missions, the drip feed, right? This right here, this area, again, professional presentations by Badass Gaming. This area right here, okay? This area, as a business, this right here is who Bungie makes the game for, period. That's it. What they want to do is they want to, jingle the keys for the new players, get them, it's free to play, get them in, get them hooked, right? And then get them on this wheel as fast as possible. Get them on that grind. And every development, every decision, everything that happens in this game prioritizes this right here, this group of people. And if you're in this area, you probably love the game. You probably are having a great time, okay? But then you escape this grind. You're like, I don't want to do the grind. And then you get over here, right? This is you. And you're like, meh. Right? And these people right here, these people start complaining because they're not getting what they want. Okay? But Bungie still offers stuff for you. And it's an uphill climb to get to that end game. Right? End game. And then you start doing all this stuff. You start climbing and you're really burning yourself out. And you're up here and you are complain, because you're over here and you've already done all this. This is done. You're done. You don't, you're done over here, and there is nothing for you. And nothing is ever good enough for you. Bungie don't care. Bungie don't care, because these people right here, these people make all the money. And if you're over here, you're still gonna play. Let's be honest. You're still gonna fucking play. You're gonna complain. You're gonna complain, but you're still gonna play. Of course you're gonna play. In fact, you're still playing the most. Look at you up here. Look at you up here. Look at you up here with a frowny face. Urgh! I hate this game. Worst game ever. This game sucks. I hate this game. I'm only putting another 1,000 hours into it. Bungie's like. And you stay here for a very long time. And this is where all the streamers are right here. This is where all the streamers are. And so Bungie every now and then will throw you a little, you know, morsel, give you something to do. But you guys jump through the content so fucking fast, it doesn't matter. There is no pleasing you. Okay? You are a 0. There is no pleasing you. This game doesn't care about you. It cares about these people over here. This hill. The hill, these people, the grind people. This is who this game is for. And it's really hard when you're over here to get back over here to where everything's amazing. And then eventually... Where I have found a sweet spot for myself is I don't chase god rolls. I don't grind. I play the new stuff when there's something to do. I get the new things that I want to use. I'll use whatever. Good players can make it work. Do not get attached to anything in Destiny. Don't even get attached to Destiny itself.